guys doing? You guys staying busy? The weather's been beautiful. We're a little dry, but it's been absolutely gorgeous. So, all right. Well, let me share something else with you. So, I think I told you guys this month is kind of like birthdays, right? It's my birthday is this month, my daughter's birthday. I have 2 team members who have their birthdays. So one of my friends, who's also on my team, gave me this cool holder for the Tombow glue. So if I take the lid off, it fits perfectly. This one bottle's kind of yucky. It's almost over. But can you guys see that? Isn't that cool? And that way, if it does leak out, it's going to leak on this little platform here. But then when I take it out, it's ready to go. I love it. It's super cute, and I love the color. And it's made, she was telling me, from a 3D printer. Is that just, that's like so amazing. So I'm going to be using that today. I am putting it right over here on the side with a different glue bottle, because this one, that would drive me crazy and you crazy. But I have another one. So before the catalog came out, I kind of stocked up because they were $4, and then they were going, I think, to $5.25 or $5.50, something like that. So I'm kind of excited that I have quite a stash. So anywho, so there it is. Ta-da! All right, moving along. All right, so I think I put in the chat. I got this set. I was so excited to use it, and I haven't had a chance. So I haven't made anything with it, but I thought, you guys, we would work on it together. So this is the Crafting With You bundle. So it comes with a set of photopolymer stamps, and then you have all these different dies. So that is what we're going to be using. And I'm going to show you the paper that I'm going to use. We're just going to see what we come up with. All right. And I will try to kind of stand up and see if there's any comments. So I know there's normally not many people on right now, which is totally fine. Because it's Saturday night, right? And most people, they have something going on, which I totally get. So one of these days we're going to move to a weekday, but we might have to wait till the fall for that one. So I'm going to use this Countryside in paper for one portion of it, and this is the paper we've gone over it before, so I won't bore you. But this is the piece that we're going to use. This is the back side. This is the side with the pretty doves, and we're going to be using this side of the paper, at least right now. Okay, then when I got this set and I saw this right here, and again, when I say I haven't used this, I haven't used it at all. But isn't this just adorable? It's like one of those little embroidery rings. So we are going to make an embroidery ring, but we are going to use some of this paper right here. And you guys, this is from forever ago. I don't even know what year, but a long time ago. And it is called Needlepoint Nook. So if any of you by chance had that set, needlepoint set from a long time ago, this is what I'm going to use. Now, I will also try to stamp. I'm going to try to stamp this. Oops, let me show you guys. I'm going to try to stamp this image right here as well. So we're going to do a little bit of both and see which one we like. But we're going to use this sort of like it's embroidered. But this piece of designer series paper, I'm going to pull it out. Ta-da! Right here. So it actually, if you guys can see that, it actually looks like it's embroidered. So I thought, I don't even know if I can do this, but I thought if you take a little piece of it, look at that. You can actually cut it out and then it would look like you have this little embroidered image in your nice little wheel, in your nice little needlepoint thing there. So that's what we're going to do. Now, if any of you guys would like a I have like, I don't know, a couple pieces of this. So if any of you are interested, I will send you a couple, like a couple slits of it until I run out. If you're interested, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So if you have this set, just saying, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's just see what we end up with. All right, we're just gonna work on this card together. Now the color palette is going to be Old Olive, Crushed Curry, and Poppy Parade. Those are the colors that are in that image that I just showed you on the designer series paper. And it looks like it is going to pair up well with this piece of designer series paper from the Country Inn. So lots of fun. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to try to use just one piece of cardstock. So one piece of cardstock for our images, and then one piece for those things, or I'm sorry, one piece for our card base. So this is a piece of thick white cardstock. So we're going to take our paper trimmer and we are going to cut it at 5.5. So our kids are working, so they're, so it's pretty quiet here. Except for those of you who have joined, know that those dogs we have, they're going to start barking. So I don't know. Maybe we should start taking, maybe we could take like bets to see if they will still bark or if they will be nice and quiet. I don't know. I think they're sleeping. So that's a good thing. Maybe because it's 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. All right. So here's our piece of thick white cardstock, and I'm going to look for our bone folder, and we are going to, okay, so there we go. So now we crease that, we have our nice card base. We're just going to now set that off to the side, and we are going to pull in our designer series paper. So I think what I'm going to do is make this the background for our card. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think I want the stripes to go sideways or more, I think I like them. I think we're going to do it this way. We'll do them so the lines are horizontal. So we're going to cut out 4 inches. So we're going to give ourselves a nice white border here. So we will just do the typical 4 inches by 5 1/4. All right. So our card base, of course, is 4 1/4, or is 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. All right. There we go. Okay. So now we have our nice piece of cardstock, and we have our designer series paper, and we're going to layer it that way. I'm just not going to put it down yet until we get some stamped images and kind of see what we're dealing with. All right, so let's bring in our stamps. And right now, I think we're going to use these flowers, and I'm going to stamp the flowers, and we're going to make 2 of these. We're going to make 2 different ones, okay? So we're going to make one that has the flowered image, and another one that we cut out from that designer series paper that I showed you. All right, and we're going to see which one we like better. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our blocks out, and we'll do this image first. And I think we'll go ahead and do this in the Poppy Parade. And again, we're going to stamp this because then we're going to put the ring around it, right? And then let's do some green, some Old Olive. I'm gonna get my little sham here. If you guys don't have one of these, they really are nice. I'll tell you, they are very, very nice. All right, so we'll put that off to the side. We're we're going to get just a little flowered image, and we're going to put some old olive around it. And let's just see what we end up with. You guys see my stamped image here? Just realized that kind of looks like Christmas, doesn't it? You know, sometimes when you see a stamp set, you know, and so I digress, but let me show you. So see how this has yarn and a little basket, and you think, how many people make things for Christmas that they give away? They knit or they crochet. This would be so nice if you know someone that does those things, for them to attach a card, or even like a label, sort of like a tag that they could tie to the item, and use some of these images like a sewing machine or whatever. I just think that would be absolutely adorable for handmade products. Okay, it appears there was a piece of little linen thread in there. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take this die cut, all right, and I'm going to put it right over here like that, and then I'm going to go ahead and die cut this. We get these two pieces, so we get the little round part, and then we get the middle piece too. So what I'm going to do is actually take a different color for our round outside here. So give me a second, and we're going to run this through. So Monday I will pick a name, and these are the two stamp sets that we're giving away. Okay, the Punch Party and the Beautiful Moments. So you can see that these are lovely images. So those are going to be the two that we are going to give away next. All right, so this is what we have. Oh, and look at this, you guys. I actually could turn this over if I wanted to. This is the opposite side. And then I have a white one and a red circle. So these are all the pieces we have for us to think about making and putting on our card. So we have this here that we could do. That's one, look. We could also take this piece and put it in there. We could take this or this and put it on there. So you know what I think? Believe it or not, I mean, I love this paper, right? I think that looks pretty. Let's pull it in here and see. I think that's pretty. But I gotta tell you, I didn't think I would pick this one. But I kind of like our stamped image. I think I actually like that the best. Well, now that's a new one. So I didn't think that would be the case. Okay, well, that's all right. So I like that right there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I think we will put, so a couple other items in here are these small spools. Oops, let me get those out. Are these small spools right here. And then you also have these right here. So what is interesting? So let's see what they do. Okay, so again, learning moment for all of us here. So I have these, but that doesn't fit on there. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't double those. So, okay, and these, see, what I have found is these right here, these are going to just cut out. They're not going to, it's not like I'm going to stamp an image and then put this over top of it, because you can see I can't line it up. I bought some dies like this before. So this is strictly, you just put it down on your paper and you die cut it out. This then looks like you would, oh, you know what? I know what it is. Okay, took me a while. These are the spools. Okay, so these are the wooden pieces, like the wooden spools. This, then you die cut out and then you put them on together. So this is like your yarn. Okay. All right, so let's try it. Why not? So let's take our, I'm going to do this off camera. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to die cut these out. Okay, I'm going to die cut 2 of these out. And there we go. Put them like that. Because we're going to add those to our nice, pretty card. I don't know that we need 4, but we'll just do 4, just in case. And then the other thing you could do, if you wanted, is you could just not use, you could actually use real thread or something if you really wanted to. Okay, so here we go. And here are, look at that. See our little spools? You know what? They almost look like little doggy bones too. Just FYI. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take some yellow and red that we have, because that'll look pretty. So I'm going to take, okay, so I have a piece of yellow and a piece of red. So now let's cut out these right here, the actual thread, and see what that looks like. We're just learning as we go today, guys. You know what I'm thinking is, I think I want to make some of those scissors, but we'll have to see if we have time for that. I don't know if we have time. So we'll just have to, we'll have to see. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to do one in red, one in yellow. We're just going to lay them down like this and pop them through. And let's see what we get. I am waiting on some silver foil paper, because that's what I would like to use for the scissors. But we could use like black and white. We could do that. So, or orange, which is kind of funny because, you know, orange, you get those like orange sewing scissors. Okay. Okay, so this is what I got from these little guys. So it cut out like that, and then it gives you these. See that? All right, let's see what we get. So we will put those away, and I think that's good. I think that's good for now. All right, so let's see what we can do with our card here. So first we're going to move this out of the way, and let's go ahead and adhere our, I don't want to see, I don't know if I can zoom in. No, I don't think so. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little adhesive to the back of these, just a little bit. We don't want a bunch here. I might get out my small bottle. And then I'm going to put it right there. There we go. And it looks like they fit either way. But look at that. Isn't that cool? Let me see if I can get the light in here just a little better. Yeah. Super neat. Okay. So we'll just adhere the rest of these. And I'm going to get out the smaller bottle. Just, it might make it just a little bit easier to because these pieces are so small. So if you like anything mini, I know I do. How many of you guys had, when you were little, like a little ladies dollhouse, We used to have this little mini, it was like a little mini fridge. So like American Girl doll type items. We had this little mini fridge and it had very small eggs. And I used to just love opening and closing the little refrigerator and pulling out those eggs. It was so cute. So that was obviously before American Girl doll existed, I believe. All right, here we go. So we're just going to put a little more glue on one more of these. And there you have it. Okay. And I think I just picked some colors that I had close by. All right, so now we have that. And we're going to pull in something else too, but let's go ahead and adhere the base to our card. And we're going to need to stamp our greeting, but we will do that here in a minute. Boy, I really like that little holder too. There's now I can keep track of the glue. Won't hopefully lose it. All right, look at that. Okay, so now we're going to take these two things, and I think I want them to set down right about there, kind of lower mid portion of the card. So I will do the ring first, and again, on this one, because it's so small, I'm just going to kind of tap around it. And then it'll adhere. And we'll put it right there. Okay, so I tell you guys, I have this embroidery that I've been doing. It's the alphabet. It has something, a little home, has some kind of home saying on it. I literally started that. I think I got it when I was fresh out of high school. So, no lie. I think I'm going to pull it out and I'll show it to you guys. I absolutely love it. I have yet to finish it. It's not even that big. And I think that's one of those, you guys have all seen those memes about a project, doing a project and, you know, I have like 683 started projects, but nothing is finished. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel sometimes. All right, so there we go. Now we're gonna find little places to put our thread, I think, and I think we'll put maybe like one up here, and then the rest we'll kind of have floating down at the bottom. And then I have to find the place for my greeting. So we will put those on, and then I think I'll put the greeting up toward the top, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're gonna. I think I can use regular adhesive for these, and I think what I'll do is I'll glue a couple of them down, and then one of them, I think I'm gonna pop it up on a dimensional. So I think we'll do these right here, have them just going in different directions. And then the middle one, we will put on a couple mini dimensionals on here. Well, actually, that's a little crowded, but I think we can get two of them on there. There we go. So we'll just stick two mini dimensionals and make sure they don't sneak out on the back. We don't want to see them, but we just want them to adhere there. There we go. And then we'll do one more directly on the, there we go. And we'll do that kind of down like that. Oops, there we go. And looks like I got a little too much glue there, so we'll just take this and see if we can kind of wipe that down a little bit. I think I got carried away there with the adhesive, huh? Let me just clean that up. There we go. All right, now we will let's look at our available greetings for this. So I think I'm going to choose sending you a handmade hug. I think I'll use that greeting. So we'll get this one out, and then we will figure out. We'll put this on a piece of white. Put this on a piece of white cardstock. And then I think we might punch this out, or we might just take it and make kind of a little bit of a banner there. So we'll bring this over, and we will use our Old Olive. I think we'll use that color, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so we're going to say sending you a handmade hug. And I'm going to put it, I think, fairly close to the bottom. There we go. Oops. You guys see that? Sending you a handmade hug. And let's get this out of the way. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and make it have a kind of a banner tag on the end. Let's see. Oh, you know what I should have done is make it like a banner coming down, but that's okay. Maybe next time we will do that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim this down here. So we'll just put it right there, get pretty close. A little bit further. Go. And then we'll cut this side down. There we go. Oops. One more thing. All right. So we just stamped it and then cut around, and then I made it a wider border on this side. So then what we can do is put this somewhere right about here, but then we'll flag the end of it. And then I think I'm going to put something else underneath it as well. So let's go ahead, and I think we'll do maybe some red. So all I'm going to do now is take my scissors here, and I'm going to find the middle, and I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. And then I just go from the corner to the middle part here. Okay, you guys, oops, there we go. And the same thing, oh, I didn't quite get on that corner, did I? So I'll have to go back and fix that. Okay, I just off slightly on the corner there. So I'm gonna go back, line it up, and just make sure I don't miss off the top there. There we go. So now I have this little banner, and I'm going to take another, just a small 3/8 inch strip here, and I'm going to put that at the bottom just to give it a little bit of color and texture. So I'm going to take it this on the edge here, and I'm just going to just cut it. So all I want to do is to place this, not completely at the edge, but just enough to where I can get just a little, a little bit of a banner. See that? And then I can lay that right here and it just gives it a little, it doesn't make it look so where it's just a piece of white sticking to the card, if that makes sense. Okay, and then we'll put some twine, I think, over here. So we can do one of two, look at this. So I have some white. Now, you guys all have white. There's a pack of Baker's Twine. It's a combo pack. It's got white, black, tan. That would be a perfect one to get. So we're going to take this one. And we can just use white. The other thing we can do is use our Stampin' blends, and we could actually paint this red or use the yellow and do that as well. Okay, so hold on. Let me go grab my Stampin' Rate markers. I think we'll use some of our red here. Okay, so let me see if I can find something old to put under here. So, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just take this piece of cardstock. And we are going to grab some white. Look at that. And we'll take one of our Stampin' Rate markers. And let's just see if we run over it with our, you can see I kind of need to get on both sides, right? The other thing you could do is run this through your ink pad. You could do that too. Oops. So however you want to do it, or you could just keep it white. That is an option. So, but you guys get the idea, right? Just go over this with our marker, the thick fat side. And let's see. You know what it looks like right now in front of me? It looks like a bloody mess. Literally bloody. You know what that's probably from? I've been hanging around with our son with the bloody teeth. All right, so let's see if I can get this to tie a nice little bow, and then I can finish the rest here. Oops, that is maybe not quite. Let's see. All right, here we go. So you know what? It gives us a little baby bow, which might just be enough right there. Okay, so I have to do a little more coloring of it because it doesn't like quite look, but you guys could do this like for any color. So if you have the patience and the time and you really wanted to make your white twine or whatever color you have, and you really want to maybe spruce up your card, by all means, you can, this is perfect. Take your Stampin' Blends. So they have lots of purposes, not just to color in images. And no one will know. All right. There we go. May have to do just a little more of a trimming, but it looks beautiful. All right. So now we're going to take this and we are just going to adhere this to our card here. And then we will take our small bow and put it somewhere over here. And that'll be that. All right. So let's go ahead and adhere this down. And okay, I'm going to move this over just a tad more. And there we go. Oops. And then I'm just going to use a glue dot. Hopefully a glue dot is over here. No. So our daughter asked, "Can I borrow your glue?" Oh, there they are. Oh, sorry, good thing I didn't throw under the bus. She asked if she could borrow the glue dots, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem." And there they were. Okay. She did return them. So how many of you guys, your kids, one of the things our daughter, she has to sometimes learn to put things back. She gets them out, and she's just has so many things going on at one time that she forgets. All right, there we go. So, needless to say, I thought she didn't put the glue dots away, but she did. All right, there we go. We will just put that right there. Our handmade card has a little bit of a handmade bow. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this card. So I absolutely love this set. If I get a chance, I'm hoping maybe I can make some other cards with it tomorrow. But the dies, even if you don't want the stamps, the dies are just so stinking cute with this little trimmer and the scissors. Again, so adorable. So I think that's it. I think that's all we'll do tonight. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to put your comments below. Remember, if you comment or share the video, your name will go in the drawing for those 2 stamp sets that I just showed you earlier. And I will post the winner of those on Monday. And let's see. If you're interested in Card Club, that is $30. The next one will open up July 1st. So we are through the one for the birthdays. We're doing the balloon stamp set. I can't say it right. I can't even remember. That order's coming next week. And then what else do we have? I think that's it. Card Club. Oh, and then we're going to do kind of a online bingo event starting in mid-July. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I am going to put together one day for just a crafting. So I think I'm going to do maybe 4 cards, some sort of Christmas in July. So 4 or 5 cards, Christmas in July. And you can do that, or you can bring a kit. So I'm going to do that as well. So we're going to have some sort of Christmas in July event. You guys can get a kind of a kickstart on it, and we'll use some of the new designer paper that's in the online exclusives. So, all right. I think that's it. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining. Talk to you soon. Bye.